I'm Shelby Conley. I've been practicing acupuncture for over 20 years, and I'm the owner of 5 Elements Living Retreat Center in upstate New York. Each week, I'll take you on a journey from the heart of the city into rural hidden areas to discover various healing art centers and wellness experiences that will encourage you to live as well as possible. Let's shift your focus to see how these healing modalities are becoming the new medicine. Join me en route to the alternative.
Hello and welcome to 5 Elements Living TV. We're back in the kitchen today with Paula Youmell, and we're here to talk about nettles. I call Paula the nettle queen. She puts it in absolutely everything. And what she is explained to me is that you can find it just about anywhere. So, show us some nettle tea.
Well, stinging nettle is a really nice plant for cellular health. I mean, that's the bottom line. I recommend it to clients for everything that they do. So whatever tea they're putting together for a healing benefit, generally speaking, nettles is something that goes into it.
It's like its base. Like you always, all the teas that you've explained, nettles is usually your base.
Yes, it is. It is for me.
Okay.
So I went out this morning and I picked some of the nettles, and they've gotten a little floppy, but this is the nettle top that you pick, and you could use this to eat. It's not the only part that you'd make tea out of. You can use the whole plant. So,
did you find that like roadside, or did you have to go deep into the woods?
I plant it in my yard.
Oh, you've got it planted.
Yeah, I plant it in my
Okay,
yard,
but for
so-
most people, where would they find it?
You're going to find it in more open areas. Like it might be on the edge of a road, in a field, right? And
Okay.
it's going to be on the edge of like a tree line. It might be out in the middle of a field. It likes sun. It likes decent soil, but it's not terribly fussy. So it's one of those things that you'll find in farmyards, next to barns.
Okay.
And it's the plant that farmers really want to get rid of. And so when they see it growing right next to my house, like literally right up against my house, people are like, are you crazy? So this is one that I picked, and it's gotten a little floppy too, to show you what the whole plant looks like. And that's a young stalk when it's just coming out of the ground. It gets much taller. It can be 4 or 5 feet tall. So that's what the
that is
plant
tall.
looks like. Yeah. And in the spring, I like to think of it as a plant that people use for allergies. And you can buy freeze-dried stinging nettle in capsules and take it as a way to keep your seasonal allergy problem sort of at bay.
Okay.
I always tell people to make nettle tea. Just make nettle tea, it's easier. And then this is last year's nettles that
You dried these yourself.
yes, I dried these so that you could see the seed, because the seed is really good for the thyroid.
Okay.
And so you would use the seed a half a teaspoon twice a day as a thyroid nourishing for hypothyroid, hyperthyroid problems too. So it's really good for the thyroid. And you can see all the little tiny seeds on here now. So we're just going to make a tea with it. And we have some boiling water here. And all you do is, per cup of boiling water, put in about
So you've dried these. These are your dried
yes.
nettles.
Yep, we have dried nettles. This is not so broken down, and this is kind of more
This is
crumbled
commercial.
up. This one's from Frontier Herbs. This
Okay.
is local,
Okay.
dried nettles.
Dried nettles.
Yep.
Okay.
And so this one is just broken down a little bit
Would you
more.
ever put the fresh in?
Yes, when you put fresh in, you tend to need more of the plant than what you do dried, because the
This is
dried is
concentrated.
compacted
It
and
is
concentrated.
concentrated.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
So we've got about 3 cups of water in here, so about a tablespoon per cup of water. And then overnight, what I usually tell people is you want it to let it steep as long as possible, because you're trying to make a medicinal infusion, not just a flavored water tea.
So this isn't a normal 3 to 5 minute
No.
drink. You want this to really
You want it
steep
to steep
overnight. Okay.
Minimum 20 minutes if you're really desperate and want to drink it soon. An hour would be even better, but what I tell people to do is to just cover it, let it steep overnight, and then strain it in the morning.
Right on the stove. I mean, after it's boiling, put the herbs in and let it sit overnight on
Yep.
the stove.
No, just let it sit there in the pot. And then in the morning, you can strain it. You can rewarm it if you want to.
Okay. So you would strain it and put it in just a ball jar? Because it should have a top on it.
Yes, always keep it covered. So you strain it, put it in a ball jar.
Okay.
You can drink it at room temperature. You can rewarm it gently, never bring it back to a boil, never use a microwave. Or you can put it in the refrigerator and drink it as
Just
a nice tea
serve it
in
cold.
the summertime. Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. So very cell nourishing.
Could you add something sweet to it if people didn't like it?
Oh yes.
I mean, I've tasted it. It doesn't taste bad, and it isn't even that strong. But there might be somebody that's used to a sweet tea when it's cold.
And it's got a kind of green flavor, green earthy flavor to it.
Would you put that in the boiling water, or would you wait and put it in
Well, if you're going to sweeten with honey, the tea has got to be warm.
warm? Okay.
And so warm is best because honey doesn't liquefy well into cold.
Okay.
So this is another good thing for seasonal allergies is local raw honey. So
Or
if
Sweet
you,
Creek.
Yes, if you were going to be drinking the nettle tea on a daily basis, put a little bit of the local raw honey in it, and that helps to also ease those seasonal allergies.
Yeah, so it's a good combo with the nettles and with the raw honey.
Great combo.
And really, the nettles should, commercially, they're fine. But if you're going to get nettles for yourself, local is better, and so is the raw honey, because you're allergic to what's in the air around you.
Absolutely.
Okay.
So you might as well work with what's in the air around you
Put a little
to
in there.
pacify your immune system.
So just put just a
In
teaspoon.
this one?
Yeah, put it in that one.
Want to strain it?
Oh yeah, let's strain it first. Okay. So nothing fancy. The ball jar we always have on hand. I did get a little strainer. The big ones can make quite a mess. Now, what would you do? Anything you would do with the leftover?
Put it right into my compost.
Right in the compost. Okay. Nice. So this we didn't have steeping as long as we would have liked, but it's still a good color.
It's a beautiful color.
The smell.
It's a great, great flavor.
Nice, a grassy smell. Mm-hmm. Grassy smell. So let's see here. Let's pour a little.
grass tea.
Put a little for you. So this is good. Rewarmed. Back up again. Put a little honey in.
And it just gentle warm. The honey will melt into it if it's gentle warm.
Allergies, and even for a cold, right? I mean,
For a cold, it's great. It boosts the immune system. It's anti-inflammatory, so the cold process itself creates inflammation in the body, and it helps to knock that inflammation down. So it's a good
it
healing,
is.
good healing
Well, I
plant.
know you put, like I said, the base, and then for anybody who wanted to add anything else, same thing. You put it in here
Yes.
with the nettles while it's boiling, shut it off, and let it sit.
Let it
So
sit
if you wanted to
overnight.
do marshmallow, comfrey, what's another one that you
Mullein.
mullein?
Red raspberry leaf is another good one to put in. Like if people wanted to get a high mineral tea for their, bones, we're always concerned about our bones. Mullein, comfrey, and these are the leaves of the plant. Mullein, comfrey, red raspberry leaf, oat straw, alfalfa leaf. And you would just bring the water to a boil, put the herbs in, but basically about a tablespoon per cup of water, and just blend your herbs together, put them in, and put the cover on. After you've shut the heat off, and then just let it steep, and then you have tea.
Perfect.
Cheers.
Cheers.
To stinging nettles.
Stinging nettles. Thank you.
Join us next time as we meet new people, eat great food, and find holistic adventures. And for outtakes and extended viewing footage, or if you have a space that's unique to the health and wellness field that you'd like us to film, take a look at enroutetothealternative.com.